Hello, welcome back. So today we are going to be doing the ribbing. So it's 2x2 ribbing on the bottom of our sweater. So it's a very exciting day because that means that our sweater body is going to be finished. So we have a couple of options that we're going to talk about, and yeah, let's get on and do it. Okay, so the pattern asks us to change to our 4.5mm needles to work the rib. So I'm not going to do that. The reason I'm not doing that is because, as I mentioned before, I am a pear-shaped. So I'm going to stick with the same so it gives me more room around the hips. So I can't advise you because obviously I don't know what size you are, what you should do. That is going to come with experience for you to know what's best for you. If you are more of a standard or you don't mind it coming in a little bit, then just use the 4.5mm because they have got a different cast off method that will give you more stretch, so it is going to stop it coming in quite so much. If you see by the picture, they haven't got it coming in. I think they do want it to be quite straight down. So that is how it's going to be. If you look at your picture, that's how it's going to be when you finish. So I'm just erring on the side of caution just because I know what's happened to me before. But as I say, it does say in the pattern instructions to go down to a 4.5mm needle. So all you're going to do to change over with the needles is just start knitting on the new one, and that will just transfer it on, and so when you come to a complete circle, all your stitches are going to be on the new needle again. So I'm going to carry on with these ones just because of that reason. But if you take your 4.5mm needle and start using that one now. So we are just going to be doing a 2x2 rib. So we're just going to knit 2, purl 2. So very simply we're going to knit 2, purl 2, knit 2, purl 2, and that's all you're going to do. When you have come all the way around to the front again, and you should have transferred onto the other needle by then you will start again with the knit 2. So this is at the point where you should have 2 purls before you knit. If you haven't, that means either your stitch count is wrong or you've not knit 2, purl 2, you've done one wrong somewhere around. So the first thing to do, if you haven't finished with 2 purls, is to count your stitches, make sure you've got the correct amount of stitches. If you've got the correct amount of stitches, it's probably because you've missed it somewhere. So then it's not so easy on this yarn, but you will actually see the pattern of what the knit stitches look like and what the purl stitches look like. So you should be able to identify where it is you went wrong. Hopefully that's not going to happen, but if you do get to that stage, then you know. Okay, so I'm not going to dwell on this because it is very straightforward. So I was going to move on and just tell you about the cast off, so we don't do a separate video for that one because that's, once again, is very easy as well. So when you've finished your rib and you've done the length that is required on the pattern, then we're going to do the cast off. So my cast off is going to be different because I have got the larger needles I'm using. So my cast off is going to be my regular. So because we're doing 2x2 rib, that means that I'm going to knit 2, pass the first stitch over, and then my next 2 stitches are going to be purl. So then I'll purl 1, take it over, purl another one, take it over. So I am following the pattern of the rib. So I'm going to knit the knit stitches, purl the purl stitches, and just every time I do a stitch, I'll have 2 stitches on this side of the needle, and I'll just pass one of them over. So that's the way I'm doing it. But with the 4.4mm needles, the pattern's telling you a different way, and that is to give you more stretch because you've got a smaller needle. So what they're saying is you're still going to knit the knit and purl the purl, but what you're going to do is After you've knit 2, purl 2, then you're going to do a yarn over cast off. So from your beginning, so you've just come to the first point, so at the beginning of the row you finished your rib and you're going to start your cast off. So you're going to knit 1 for your rib, knit the second one to follow the pattern of the rib, take that one over, then you're going to do your 2 purls, so you purl 1, take it over, purl 2, take it over, and then before you repeat this pattern, as I would do, you're going to do a yarn over. So that means you're literally going to just do a yarn over, so you're going to take your yarn round and then pass that first stitch over. So in effect you have created an extra stitch. It will be your knit one next time. You'll see you've got the knit section, so you will knit 1, pass it over, knit another 1, pass it over, and then your 2 purls, so purl 1, pass it over, purl 1, pass it over, and then you're going to do that extra stitch again, so you're just going to wrap it and then pass that first stitch over the top, and that's all there is to it. So that's just going to give you a much softer bind off, so that's not going to pull it in and make that too tight for you, gives it extra room for wearing it and when you're putting it on. So that is the instructions for that one. So I'm going to leave that with you, and I shall see you again next Tuesday when we'll start doing our sleeves. So good luck with that. If you have any questions, as always, please ask me down below and I'll be happy to answer them. So take care, have a great week, happy knitting, bye for now.